Shalom. I want to begin first and foremost giving all praises to the Heavenly Father Yahweh and His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jehovah and Jesus. The real name of the Father is Yahweh, which means He exists. The real name of the Son is Yahweh Shai, which means He will deliver. I want to give all praises in the ancient Hebrew tongue while facing the east towards Jerusalem. Call halal la Yahweh Bahasam Yahweh Shai Bahasam Rakah Kudash Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahweh Shai the water Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Yasharala, Greatmillstone. Shalom to the 144,000. Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, who are the descendants of the slaves identified as the so-called African Americans, so-called Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans. My name is Maka'ala, and today I want to talk about some prophecy updates. NATO at war with Russia, Kremlin says. NATO is at war with Russia over Ukraine. The spokesman for Russian President Vladimir Putin has said the comments by Dmitry Peskov came amid a spike in tensions between the alliance and Moscow following Poland's shooting down of Russian drones that entered the alliance members' airspace last week. All right, and the tensions are rising between NATO and Russia. All right, because like Russia is testing these countries to see how they'll react. All right, they're trying to move the Overton window to see how much they can get away with militarily. And here you got Ebola cases in Congo rises, authorities race to contain spread of outbreak. Health agency says the number of suspected Ebola cases in Congo's southern Kasai province have more than doubled in a week since a new outbreak was confirmed there. Africa's top public health official of the top public health agency said Thursday. The suspected cases have increased from 28 to 68 in recent days, the Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said in an online briefing. It has also spread from 2 to 4 districts, while the death toll currently stands at 16. Local residents expressed concerns on Thursday over the outbreak, the first in Congo in 3 years and the province first in more than a decade. All right, so the Lord has pestilences, pandemics, right, diseases planned that are going to make that C19 look like a walk in the park. All right. All right. Starving children eat animal feed in besieged Sudanese city. The city's last functioning hospital has been bombed over 30 times. Between 30 and 40 severely malnourished children arrive every day seeking help. There's nothing to give them but animal feed. Even we're eating animal feed, said Dr. Omar Salik. So, man, the situation is so dire. They're eating food for animals, man. All right, food meant for animals. Imagine you gotta break open a box of Whiskas. All right, cat food. Hey, people are gonna be doing that. All right, the situation is gonna get so dire. People are gonna be eating. We're gonna be eating animal food, man. All right, Whiskas, Purina dog. All right, it's gonna get ugly, man. All right, here you got earthquakes. Some recent earthquakes. All right, I put the time here within the past 24 hours. All right, there's an earthquake 2.2 magnitude recorded close to Thousand Palms, California. All right, recently, geological survey confirms weakened earthquake in South Carolina. Assam quake rocks hospital. Okay, last Sunday. Looks like in India. And recently, today, Caribbean country shaken by earthquake. All right, Caribbean country shaken by earthquake. The strong earthquake of the magnitude of 5.3 rocked several Caribbean countries on Monday, but there were no immediate reports of damage or injuries. The Trinidad-based Seismic Research Center at the St. Augustine campus of the University of the West Indies said that the quake occurred at 5:16 a.m. at a depth of 24 kilometers. It is said that the quake was felt in Antigua and Barbuda, Montserrat, and the French island of Guadeloupe. Residents in Antigua said the quake caused panic, with some people taking to social media to report the effects of the quake. Residents on the neighboring island of Nevis also reported feeling a tremor. There was another earthquake, 4.1 earlier, about 2 days earlier, that rattled Dominica, Martinique, and Guadeloupe. All right, so the Lord is making his presence known. All right, Matthew 24, verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places. All right, these are all signs that the Lord is back, man. You're going to be seeing countries, you're going to be hearing, like, reading in the news or seeing the news that this country attacked this country, another country attacked another country, that one country is about to attack another, one country is at war with another. That's what we're seeing, right? And we're actually seeing conflicts, all right, which are increasing. All right, there's famines. All right, people are going to be starving to death. All right, wars are going to lead to famine because that wars halt food production in some areas. All right, and then and even if there is food production, a war could make it so that food can't get to places to where it normally gets to. All right, so that leads to famine. All right, people dying. All the people in Sudan are they're all being affected by the famine because of that civil war or that conflict they got going on there. Right, pestilences. You're gonna be hearing things like Ebola and other things popping up, and Lord knows what else He has in store for humanity to punish the wicked. All right, and we got all these earthquakes happening recently, man. We've had a lot this year, man. We've had some very devastating ones this year, and this is like the metaphor of a woman giving birth. All right, verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. That's like a woman giving birth. And in other versions of the Bible, you see that birth pains there instead of sorrows, because like the metaphor of a woman giving birth, her labor pains start getting stronger and they start coming on with more frequency as soon as the baby is getting close to being born. All right, and right up to the baby's birth, those things get even much more intense. And that's what's going to happen on the earth, man, before Yahweh Shai comes back. Right before, the world is going to be embroiled in war. There's going to be pestilences everywhere. It's making the C19 pandemic look like a walk in the park. All right, there's going to be famines. All right, people dying of starvation. And there's going to be earthquakes too. All right, and then there's going to be that final earthquake, which is going to be the most devastating of all, right when Yahweh Shai comes back. But when he does, all right, it's all going to be over. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. I hope the video is edifying. Shalom.